Hello and welcome to the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. I'm your host, Jen, a middle-aged Michigan mama, wife, and teacher who in 2021 stumbled upon this crazy cool thing called intermittent fasting. And before I knew it, I'd lost 46 pounds in 4 months and gained an incredible lifestyle filled with complete food freedom. If you're hungry for unique, no-nonsense fasting tips that actually work, you're in the right place. So whether you're walking the dog, folding that last load of laundry, or cruising to your 9 to 5, let's start fasting our way to freedom together. Welcome, fasting friends. Today we are chatting with Meredith Doro, who lives in Davison, Michigan. Hey, Meredith, how are you?
I'm good, Jen. How are you?
Great. So Meredith has a beautiful family. She is married to Jeff for 29 years. She has a son and a daughter who are both married. She has a grandson named Asher and another grandson on the way in December. So Meredith and I, we actually go way back.
Way back.
We graduated from high school, Kersley Hornets, shout out class up to 1993. So you guys can all do the math on that. Well, let's see. I'm going to be 50 in a couple weeks. How about you?
I am 50.
You turn 50. All right.
Yep.
So Meredith and I played basketball and volleyball together. Meredith was a lot better than me, but we played together in school. We had so much fun in the early 90s. And Meredith is also one of the OG members of my So What If with Jen Facebook group that I started in February of 2022. And I have been wanting and bugging Meredith to jump on the show with me for a while. So I'm super excited that you're here. So welcome, Meredith. Let's just have a super fun time chatting about how you make intermittent fasting work for you.
Okay.
All right. So I like to start off by asking, what have been your top 3 wins with intermittent fasting, whether that's weight loss or any non-scale victories like improved sleep or more energy? Go ahead, Meredith.
I am going to say number 1 was losing weight. I lost like 30 pounds when I first started.
That's incredible.
Over a year. I, have had 2 kids. After the first kid, I was early 20s and boom, it melted off. I was in a bikini in 2 or 3 months. Second child, no, did not happen. And then busy and just kept doing convenience things and not watching what I was eating. And I actually, after COVID, was up to almost what I weighed when I was pregnant with my second daughter, or with my daughter, my second pregnancy.
Oh, you sound
And
like
I was
me.
like, oh my goodness. And so that I lost 30 pounds and I was back to almost what I weighed in high school. And I
That's
was like,
awesome.
what? Yeah. So that was the first thing. Second was controlling my appetite. Like they would say, there's donuts in the teacher's lounge. And I was down there. Now I'm like, I don't need that. I'm not hungry. So,
Yeah,
controlling my appetite throughout the day is a lot easier.
absolutely.
Yeah. And making smarter decisions with food. Like, do I really want that? Is
It
that
really
worth it?
helps you get in tune with those appetite signals in your body. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just the way we do things, and everybody knows it. Everybody's like, oh, are you eating? My husband does it. My husband is 6'2", 175 pounds. He runs 5 to 8 miles a day. He's super skinny. He's like, I feel better when I do intermittent fasting. And he doesn't even need to. He just does it because he feels better.
Yeah, I saw some pictures of him recently, and yeah, he is very thin.
hmm
And so did he start doing intermittent fasting around the same time that you did?
He did. He just thought you're going to eat that way and
Yeah.
eat that time, it's easier. And so he tried it and he's like, oh, it was like almost like a game between us, like who can go longer. And then
I love that.
and then we're eating the same things at the same time. It's just easier because we're empty nesters and it's
Yes.
just the 2 of us. So
Right.
it was just
Okay.
easier.
So that would have been, I'm thinking I started the group in February 2022. Is
Right.
that around when you started?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very
When you
good.
started, and he started also. Our daughter went away to college in 2020, and we just, it was just the two of us for
Okay.
most of the time. And my mother-in-law got started doing it. I spread it.
Good for you. You go, girl. Does she still do it?
Yes, she does.
I love it.
We're working through some things, but she still does it.
Oh, very good. Okay. All right. So you said weight loss,
Hmm.
appetite, kind of control,
Controlling,
correction. I jumped in there. All right. Do you have a number three for me?
making smarter decisions with actually what I put in my mouth.
Love it. Yeah.
Hmm.
And you just feel good, so you want to make those smarter choices,
Right. If I had to do a number four, I've always had lots of energy, but the energy and the time that I have, because I don't have to prepare breakfast because I don't eat breakfast, and I have a lot of energy all day long. So those are also bonuses.
Yeah, it gives you a lot more kind of space in your head and, like you said,
Hmm.
extra time, and to not have to worry about what am I going to make for breakfast? What am I going to make for lunch, and snacks and all of that throughout the day. So that's
Right.
awesome. All right, Meredith. So what would you say has been or is your main or your preferred intermittent fasting method or schedule? Like, are you mostly OMAD, 16/8? What works best for you, Meredith?
I do more of like a 18/6,
Okay.
and because of the way my schedule is, so like I eat dinner 5 or 6 at night, and then my lunchtime isn't till noon.
Okay.
So it works well with school. And then I'll throw in OMADs. Like yesterday, I did a OMAD.
Oh, good. Yeah, and I love that. You're mixing it up, and I think that really does make a big difference. Okay, so let's say you're 18/6. What would be like basically your fasting hours?
So after dinner, like 6 p.m. until noon the next day.
Okay. And because you said you eat lunch at school, right? With
Yeah.
your
And I have a
colleagues.
set schedule that I have to
Perfect.
eat, and it's around noon.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds
Hmm.
really good. Do you use any kind of a fasting tracker app? Like I know a lot of us use that Life app forever, and
I did. I
um,
used the Life app, and then I also have Fastminder.
oh, that's a new one I haven't heard. Can you two words, fast minder?
Fastminder. No, it's one. It's actually, well, they're fast. The F and the M are capitalized, but it's all one word on the like App Store in the app.
That's all one. Okay. The big
Yeah.
question, is it free?
Yes. I don't
Okay.
pay for anything. I'm
All
cheap.
right. No, that's okay. I like the free ones too. I've been using Easy Fast, and I know a lot of other people in the group too, and I like it. It's fine. But I always like to hear about other ones too, and I have not heard of that one. Fast Minder, all one word. You said the F and the M are big. Does it
Hmm.
have a certain color, the icon for the app?
It's green, and
Green.
it
Okay.
looks like it has a clock on it.
Okay, so what
I,
what would you say you like most about the app? Is it simple? Is it?
it is simple. It's
Okay.
easy to use, and it will go into like your health data from your phone and stuff if you
Oh,
want it
sweet.
to.
Okay.
Can keep track of hydration, your weight, your steps if you want it to.
So everything you pretty much need, all the basic
Yeah.
stuff. That's great. So
Hmm.
it does kind of pair with your phone, you said,
Yeah.
if you want to. Awesome. Okay. All right, let's move in to the tough stuff. So we all have challenges. What would you say is your biggest challenge with intermittent fasting?
Mine would be that on an OMAD day, not to like overeat and be like, oh, finally get to eat, and I shove up. Because like I was, sometimes I'll use your drink concoction of your
Oh, the
cayenne and
ACV drink.
yes.
Okay. Uh huh.
And then a lot of times I'm not prepared enough where I have that made, so I'll get a handful of nuts, right? So
Okay.
I have a bowl of nuts that I pre-make up, and then I find myself, I'm like, oh, I just did like 3 handfuls. Like, why did I just do 3 handfuls of nuts? Um, and
I
Then
love
on my
nuts.
meal, I know. And then on my meal, I'm like, okay, well, I'm only eating one meal, so I can, it's like eating too much because you're like, oh, it's only one.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely a mind or a head thing for sure. Yeah.
Yes. So overeating or eating poorly, I'm like, oh, well, I'm only eating this and we're out to eat and I'm eating at Chick-fil-A. What kind of a meal can I get? I'm only eating one meal, but then making smart choices at that time.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, all right, so let's talk about so eating and fasting windows. Let's talk about fasting first. So, do
Okay.
you pretty much would you say you fast clean?
Yes. I
Okay,
literally
so
don't have anything but water and coffee.
okay, and it's obviously just black coffee,
Black.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I first started fasting, you when you first started, I you put tips on because I hated
Yeah,
black coffee. I
me
had like
too.
chocolate, mocha, whatever I could put in it. And it was more like a hot chocolate. And
Oh yeah.
so for the first 3 weeks I started intermittent fasting, I put salt in my hot black coffee and choked it
Mhm.
down. And then after 3 weeks, I liked it. Now all I drink is black coffee no matter what.
Yeah, and you do you still put the salt in?
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. And salt really does work, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know
It
what
did.
it does. It cuts the bitterness. And I
Hmm.
had to do the same thing. And it took me 2 to 3 weeks as well. And now I just love my black coffee. But
Hmm.
okay, so your water, plain water, black coffee. Do you do any sparkling mineral water? Are you a fan or not a
No,
fan? Okay.
I'm not a fan. I
That's so
do it with
funny.
the ABC drink, but
Yeah.
I choke it down. I still don't like it.
Yeah, I like the plain. For me, it's I just love it because it for some reason it really helps me curb that kind of hunger pang.
Hmm.
Um, but I would not use the plain. Are you using the plain in the ACV drink? Because that
No, I
is
have like a lemon
nasty.
lime.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's what I recommend. But yeah, some
Hmm.
people have a difficult time with it still.
Yeah.
It's grown on me and it does, it's just kind of what you get used to, but at the same time, yes, some people struggle with that. How about an electrolyte supplement? Have you used that in the past or do you use any
No,
type of
I
supplement?
sh
Okay.
I haven't. I take a lot of supplements, but not electrolytes, especially. Because my husband's a runner, he
Mhm.
sweats a lot and he takes salt tablets. So
Uh-huh.
if I'm feeling like I'm getting a headache or I need something, I'll take salt tablets.
Okay. Yeah.
And I haven't really experimented with I've seen it. I've seen it on the website. I've seen on different things about electrolyte supplements, but no, I've done the salt tablets.
Well, and you do have to be careful with those because some of them, if they're flavored especially, they've got a lot of
Hmm.
crap in them, sugar and stuff. I do like
Hmm.
the raw, unflavored ones, but they're a little bit pricey. The Element, when I first was starting, that absolutely helped me kind of bump up to that, 20-hour mark, which was
Hmm.
really quite difficult in the beginning. And now, I do like one a week because I take it when I do an extended fast. So if I do like a 36-hour from like Sunday until Tuesday afternoon, I take it usually around 20 or 22 hour mark. And I don't know what it is, but it's like magical and it helps kind of push me through. But I get what you're saying about the salt. And my husband got some just like mineral salt, some really good quality. And I've been putting that in my water in the
Hmm.
morning when I wake up and just drinking a cup of that with the salt and even before my coffee, and it does seem to be definitely helping. I think it helps with the headaches and
Yeah,
things like that for sure. So
headaches, and he goes into like different things where muscle contraction, and honestly, even he has if he's if he's really low, he actually hallucinates, honestly.
wow, oh that's so
Yeah,
crazy.
he's
Oh my
like
goodness.
that guy was carrying a red suitcase and I know it's not real. And I'm like,
Wow.
yeah.
I might have to talk to Jeff about that.
So
how
he takes
how
salt
old
tablets
is
and he's fine.
All right, my fasting friends, here's the deal. Sometimes technology stinks. Unfortunately, we had a malfunction with our audio recording. And so the second half of our interview is just me. And so I am going to do a recap of all of the awesome points that Meredith gave us. So I apologize. Still learning this podcast stuff. And unfortunately, like I said, we had a bit of a technology failure. So, okay. So I asked Meredith her favorite foods, and she talked about two of her favorites from Costco: sweet potato chips, and Unreal chocolate coconut treats, which I will leave the links to both of those in the show notes. I also asked Meredith if she knew what her longest fast was. She wasn't super sure, but thought maybe around 40 hours. Her favorite recipe from my intermittent fasting recipe site, she almost every week makes my homemade runny ranch dressing. So that's a popular recipe that I have. I will definitely leave that as well in the show notes. Okay, and I'm not sure if I mentioned earlier that Meredith is a chemistry teacher. Her husband is also a teacher. They actually teach at the same school. So that's kind of cool. They were like the cutest high school sweethearts ever. They're just adorable. So Meredith enjoys breaking her fast with bone broth, and we talked a little bit about exercise. Her and I actually have caught up at the Crim Road Race, which is a really cool 10-mile road race that they do in our hometown, which is Flint, Michigan, every year. So I've seen Meredith there several times over the last several years. So she does enjoy running. But also her and her husband have the subscription to the formerly known Beachbody, which is now just Body, I believe. So she does some strength training and other workouts from that system. And one other thing she mentioned, which I want to definitely check out, she has been reading the book and enjoying the book Fast Like a Girl. I recently picked that book up as well, and it talks about women who are going through changes, like both Meredith and I are, as I'll be 50 in a few days, and Meredith has recently turned 50. So those hormonal changes, and so I will leave the link for that book in the show notes if you want to check that out. Again, everybody, I'm so sorry that we had technical difficulties, but be sure to look for the matching blog post. I will have all of Meredith's answers to all of her podcast questions, so you can get all of the awesome details in that matching blog post. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. And I hope you have a super duper awesome day. Hey, thank you so much for choosing to spend part of your day listening to this episode of the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. If you think these tips could help a friend or a family member, please consider sharing this episode with them. And if you really enjoyed the show, taking a minute or two to leave a positive review would be so appreciated. Tune in for new 15 to 25-minute episodes released on the 10th, 20th, and 30th of each month. Episodes will feature solo shows filled with IF hacks that have worked for me, as well as episodes where I get to chat with fun folks of all ages who've experienced incredible success with intermittent fasting. If you have questions or want more unique intermittent fasting health and weight loss tips, tricks, and recipes, please visit my website and blog at sowhatifwithjen.com. Finally, we'd love to welcome you into our free intermittent fasting Facebook support group, So What If with Jen. Find all of these links in the show notes below. And as always, I hope you spend your day loving without fear and laughing until your cheeks hurt.